So I'll be focusing on the NTS segment features of this machine. So whenever we are going for any new system of eco-emulsification, we are basically concerned with the fluidics because there are not much options available in the ultrasound delivery. Most of the machines are having all the ultrasound delivery modules like pulse, short pulse, pulse in pulse, and the phaco handpiece is 4 crystal or 6 crystal, and the technology has stopped there. So now all the developments and advancements are there in the fluidic system only. And this machine has a very robust fluidic system. It has been equipped with IPC, that is infusion pressure control, along with FPA. That works very good in the posterior segment, as Dr. Abhishek has already been has explained. But in NTS segments also, the chamber stability is rock solid. And along with the adjustable Venturi pump, the transition from a peristaltic system to a pure Venturi system is very, very smooth. I was a peristaltic user for almost 20 years of my practice, never used a Venturi system. But within no time, I just got adjusted to this Venturi system because I started with a slow Venturi rise time and then gradually enhanced it. And right now I am operating on the highest vacuum rise time. The phaco handpiece is 40 kilohertz. The phaco handpiece has a continuous auto tuning system. Every 30 milliseconds, the phaco handpiece auto tune itself, other than the other machines which primes the phaco only during the initial primings. And this machine, the company people also provides us with a different variety of phaco needles of 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree bent needles, and the broader mouth needles. Past planar phaco, as Dr. Abhishek said, that this company gives you a 23 gauge needle so that you can do a phaco frag through a past planar also. So then to the fluidics, there is, as I said, and Abhishek, Dr. Abhishek just explained, it's an adjustable Venturi pump with the IPC and FPA. FPA has been nicely being covered by Dr. Abhishek. I would like to say a little bit about the tubing compliance. The irrigating tubing is a very wide bore tubing, and aspiration is a rigid and narrow bore. So the chances of surge is minimum with this machine. Phaco handpiece is a very lightweight phaco handpiece, and all the energy modalities which every machine has are also present in this. As a single cassette system, both for anterior and posterior segment, and the dual linear foot switch has already been explained by Dr. Abhishek. So I'll be showing few of my surgeries. You just see the chamber stability and the response time and the cutting of the machine. Like trenching, 2 or 3 strokes is all I have done, and it's an almost complete trench. I usually do a stop and chop technique for maximum of my cases, whether it means soft or hard or whatever it is. For very selected cases, I change my technique, but most of the time I'm using only stop and chop. I prefer to do almost 8 pieces of the nucleus initially, and then take them out one by one. This gives me a better, faster surgery and a very smooth surgical experience. So I have done almost 6 pieces. And this I'm doing into the phaco chop mode. My settings are 350 of the vacuum and just small pulses. And now this is the fragment removal mode where the vacuum has gone to 450. See the excellent followability. My chopper is just resting there. I'm resting my other hand. The pieces comes off their own into the phaco probe. Here and there, if the pieces get entangled into one another, then only I have to use the chopper to disengage them. Otherwise, all these pieces just comes by themselves. And now this is done on the epinuclear plate mode, where the vacuum is little lesser. It is hardly 200. and there is no power being given to them. So this is a routine cataract surgery. Now I am doing it in a case where the pupil is semi-dilated, and you will see that iris will not flutter at all. Just look carefully into the entire procedure. The iris will not flutter at all. Same technique, stop and chop, making 4 pieces initially, converting them into 8, and then taking them one by one. This IPC and FPA is beautiful. I haven't found any other machine giving this FPA technology, where the your infusion increases as your vacuum increases into the procedure. There is no narrowing of the pupil, and the procedure is so fast. And reduce surgical time equivalent to the clear cornea next day. And the reflux of this machine is also good. I think Dr. Abhishek didn't mention about the reflux. The reflux is also very strong. So whenever you do a reflux, this is not exactly a posterior polar cataract. It's a posterior subcapsular cataract, which is adherent to the posterior capsule. So I haven't done hydro procedures into it. I just went there and tried to chop it. Was successful to do a almost 80% chop. Now it's complete. And now I'll try to nudge these pieces without doing rotation. So I'm just trying to nudge these pieces out into the center and then take them out one by one. A mechanical separation by your second hand, the chopper. Yes, like I'm just nudging it out. I'm not trying to rotate it. And I haven't edited these videos. It is just that the display speed has been little increased to 125% only, because the time given was little less. So like this, it's separated from the posterior capsule. You can appreciate the sudden gush of fluid whenever the occlusion breaks. In these cases, I always put the viscoelastic first before removing my Pico probe, because sudden shallowing can anytime break the posterior capsule. So I'll be showing in this both the irrigation and the aspiration handpiece. They are all sandblasted. Both of them are sandblasted. So the polishing of the capsule becomes easy. See, I have holded the posterior capsule and a reflex, and it will go back. You can polish from the irrigation handpiece, you can polish from the aspiration handpiece, both are sandblasted. So it makes polishing a little faster and easy. Now I'll be showing you one white cataract. Same stop and chop technique. You see the tip, it is being flared tip. It gives you a better cutting. This video is little defocused. My assistant didn't focus it properly. I'm sorry for that. As the piece came into the anterior chamber, it's better to take it out at that time only. Look again, my chopper is just resting. It's just disengaging the pieces. But look at the excellent followability. In the next case, you will see this is again a grade 3 cataract. I'm doing it under continuous irrigation mode. This is almost a single-ended surgery. Two or three strokes and you are up to the full depth of the trench. A nice chop, a very good hold. As you have a good hold, you get a very nice chop. I'm using a sharp chopper, routine one for all the cases. Again, divide the pieces first into 2, then 4, and the remaining heminucleus first into 2 and then all 4. So I'm using burst mode in this case. Look, I have removed the chopper out of the eye, and each and every piece will come out of its own. I love this followability of this machine. Excellent cutting, very fast. And all the controls are on the foot pedal. There's one more feature available in this machine which I haven't used because the company people are still working on it. That's the linear hydro dissection, in which you do the hydro procedures in a controlled way from your phaco handpiece. So you go inside the eye with the bevel up and then turn it to bevel down, and with controlled, you activate the LHD, and with a controlled fluid with your foot pedal, the hydro procedures are being done. I haven't used that because the company people are still working on it. So to summarize, this machine has an exceptional chamber stability, a very soft venturi pump gives you options to have the control the rise time, and it self-calibrate itself in between the procedures, and the dual linear foot switch is the thing which every surgeon would love to have. Thank you.